Good morning, Year 2s, and welcome to this week's maths meeting. Let's start with a game. Here we go. So we're going to play a game called Splat My Number. You have to find the number I call out on the 100 square, and then I'm going to ask you a question about it. And all the questions are going to be things we've already done in our maths meeting. So it could be 1 more, 1 less, 10 more, 10 less, or number of 10s and 1s in a number. Let's give it a try. Can you find me the number 43? There it is. And can you find me 10 less? Great, 33. Next one, can you find me 29? Can you find me 1 less than 29? Great, 28. Next one, can you find me 77? Can you find me 10 more? 87. Can you find me 13? There it is. How many 10s are in that number? 1 10. And how many 1s? That's it, 3. Next number, 82. Can you tell me 1 less? That's right, 81. Next number, 50. Here it is. Can you find me 1 more? That's right, it's 51. You have to start a new row, don't you? Next one, can you find me 94? Here it is. How many 10s in that number? That's it, 9 10s. And how many 1s? 4, fantastic. Next one, can you find me the number 20? There it is. How many 10s? 2 10s. And how many 1s? 0, great. Next one, can you find me 56? Here's 56. Can you find me 1 more? That's right, 57. And a final one, can you find me 31? Here's 31. And can you find me 10 more? Great, 41. Let's find out what we're doing next. Next, let's have a go at our 5 times table. Have a look at this song, and then we've got some activities afterwards.
Yeah, you got it. You really are a hero. The 5 times table either ends with a 5 or a 0.
1 times 5 equals 5. 2 times 5 equals 10. 3 times 5 equals 50. 4 times 5 equals 20. 5 times 5 equals 25. 6 times 5 equals 30. 7 times 5 equals 35. 8 times 5 equals 40. 9 times 5 equals 45. 10 times 5 equals 50. 11 times 5 equals 55. 12 times 5 equals 60. 1 times 5 equals 5. 2 times 5 equals 10. 3 times 5 equals 15. 4 times 5 equals 20. 5 times 5 equals 25. 6 times 5 equals 30. 7 times 5 equals 35. 8 times 5 equals 40. 9 times 5 equals 45. 10 times 5 equals 50. 11 times 5 equals 55. 12 times 5 equals 60.
Come on now, do your best for the 5 times table. Random test. 1 times 5. 9 times 5. 6 times 5. 2 times 5. 5 times 5. 12 times 5. 3 times 5. 7 times 5. 11 times 5. 4 times 5. 10 times 5. 8 times 5.
So how did you get on? There was a little quiz at the end there, wasn't there? So let's see if we can go through those together. 1 times 5, 5. 9 times 5, 45. 6 times 5, that's it, 30. 2 times 5, 10. 5 times 5, 25. 12 times 5, 60. 3 times 5, 15. 7 times 5, that's 35. 11 times 5, 55. 4 times 5, 20. 10 times 5, 50. And finally 8 times 5. That's right, 40. Now don't forget, you can go back and play that song as many times as you need to. Even writing out your 5 times table and putting it in your bedroom might help you to learn it off by heart. I've also put a link to the Bird-Size website, which has another song, a game and some calculations you can complete if you wish to do so. Let's find out what we're doing next. So we're now going to complete some fact families together. That's where you have 3 numbers and you must use each number once in your calculation. You need 2 addition and 2 subtraction calculations. Remember, when you're making addition calculations, our total should be the largest number. And then when creating subtraction calculations, we start with our largest number and subtract the smaller numbers. And we always end up with less than we started with. So 20, 14 and 6. So I could have 14 add 6 equals 20. Or I could say that 6 add 14 equals 20. Do you remember which law that is when we're doing addition? That's right, it's the commutative law we've just used. And so let's start with our largest number for subtraction. Let's subtract 14 first, and that'll leave me with 6. And another example is 20, take away 6, and that will leave me with 14. In our second example together, we have 45, 18 and 27. So I can say that 18 add 27 is 45. But I could use that commutative law to say that addition can be done in any order and say that 27 add 18 also equals 45, the largest number in our fact family. So subtraction, I'm going to start with my 45. I'll subtract my 18, and that leaves me with 27. And I'll start with my largest number again, but this time I'll subtract 27, and that leaves me with 18. So, who is up for a challenge? Here are 4 fact family examples for you to do yourself. There is a blank performer on the remote learning if you wish to use it. Otherwise, just get yourselves a blank piece of paper and write down the calculations you can make in each fact family. Pause the video here and come back shortly and I'll go through it with you. See you soon. So how did you get on with your fact families? Let's go through these together. So in the first example, we had 12, 5 and 7. So we could say that 5 add 7 equals 12. Remembering for addition that we want our largest number as our total. Now addition can be done in any order, so we can say that 7 add 5 is 12 using the commutative law. Subtraction, I start with my largest number, so that will be 12 out of those 3. And I can take away my 5 and that will equal 7. Or I could start with 12, take away my 7 and that will leave me with 5. I've only used the numbers in my fact family. Let's have a look at the second example. 34, 19 and 15. So we could say that 19 add 15 equals 34. Or I could say that 15 add 19 equals 34 using the commutative law. For subtraction, I've got to start with my largest number, so 34. I can subtract 19 and that will leave me with 15. Or I could start with 34, subtract my 15 this time and make sure that I've got 19 left over. Make sure you use every number in the fact family and only use them each once in each calculation. Okay, let's have a look at these ones. So we've got 59, 26 and 33. So I could say that 26 add 33 gives me a total of 59, the largest number there in that fact family. Or I could say that 33 add 26 equals 59. Remembering that commutative law. For subtraction, start with my largest number, which is 59 in this example. And I can take away the 26, which leaves me with 33. Or I could start with 59 and subtract my 33, which leaves me with 26. And the final one we had today was 82, 44 and 38. So I could say that 44 add 38 equals a total of 82. Or 38 add 44 equals 82. Subtraction this time, so 82 subtract 44 leaves me with 38, and 82 subtract my 38 equals 44. Now they're just 4 examples we've done together. Feel free to create your own fact families, picking 3 numbers, but just make sure that you have 2 numbers that total the largest number in your fact family so that you can use those to make your 4 calculations, 2 addition and 2 subtraction. Good luck, everyone. Let's end our maths meeting with some time today. Can you remember which time it is when the minute hand is pointing to the 12? That's right, o'clock. What about when it's pointing to the 3? That's right, it's 1/4. When the minute hand points to the 6, it's 1/2. And then when the minute hand's pointing to the 9, it would be 1/4 time. Okay, let's play What's the Time, Mr. Wolf? What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Tick tock, tick tock. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Tick tock, tick tock. When the minute hand's on the 6 and the hour hand's past the 10, the time is 10:30. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Tick tock, tick tock. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Tick tock, tick tock. When the minute hand's on the 3 and the hour hand just past the 1, it's 1:15. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Tick tock, tick tock. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Tick tock, tick tock. When the minute hand's on the 12 and the hour hand's pointing to the 4, the time is 4 o'clock. Next one. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Tick tock, tick tock. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Tick tock, tick tock. When the minute hand's on the 9 and the hour hand is nearly on the 8, what time is it? That's right, it's 7:45. Remember, it has that quarter of the clock to go until it is 8 o'clock. So 7:45. Okay. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Tick tock, tick tock. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Tick tock, tick tock. When the minute hand's on the 6 and the hour hand's just past the 11, the time is 11:30. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Tick tock, tick tock. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Tick tock, tick tock. When the minute hand's on the 3 and the hour hand's past the 2, the time is 2:15. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Tick tock, tick tock. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Tick tock, tick tock. When the minute hand's on the 6 and the hour hand's just past the 6, the time is, that's right, 6:30. Let's do one more. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Tick tock, tick tock. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Tick tock, tick tock. When the minute hand's pointing to the 9 and the hour hand is almost on the 11, the time is, that's right, 11:15. It's got that quarter of the clock to go until it is 11 o'clock. So 11:15. Can you practice telling the time at home? What time do you have your dinner? What time do you get up in the morning? What time do you have your bath? See if you can practice telling the time. That's it for this week's maths meeting, so I'll see you again soon. Bye!